Hi everyone, welcome to my vegan kitchen. And as a longtime vegan cookbook author and fitness buff, I wanted to show you what's happening today for lunch. The message here is it doesn't have to be very complicated. The only thing I'll stress is you do want to try and use up the food in your fridge when you can, because I love to include cabbage in my salads, but unfortunately, the cabbage here is, I've never seen this happen before. It actually was so old that it sprouted a new cabbage inside the old cabbage, almost like a flower. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I will tell you that when I cut this, when it was brand new, it was an even slice right across. But this is pretty disgusting when the cabbage is that old. It bordered on turning brown, but decided to grow a new baby in the fridge. I will not use this. This is on the way to the garbage can, as this piece of cabbage. Again, I didn't quite get to using it, and as you can probably tell, it's pretty soft and pliable, malleable, not hard. The leaves are all separated. It too will go into the garbage. And that's the thing. You know, that's one of the reasons I wrote my book, Vegan for One, is because we waste so much food. And as a person living alone, or even in my case, living with two, but we both work full time, we end up not using a fair amount of food, which is something that I would love to correct. And it looks like the camera is just a little bit leaning, so I'm gonna try and adjust it best I can here. All right, so for lunch, I have my food processor, and I think I'm gonna move the camera actually over here close up so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully a little bit more. We're gonna go on this side. Let's turn the pot upside down. That's good. And hopefully it'll stay there. Yes, all right. So we have just your basic lettuce. And the idea here is to show you how easy and fast it can be. And again, this lettuce is pretty much past its prime. And because these leaves are feeling just a little wilty, I am not going to use those outer ones. And then the inner ones will be a little bit better. So you can cut your lettuce with a knife, or I like to just kind of tear them off this way. Some people say that the lettuce actually tastes better when you tear it apart versus cutting it apart. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, we eat off the counter. It's clean enough to do that. Removing some of the brown pieces. Now this is just going to be enough for my lunch. I'm going to separate it. So at least it feels like there's more, looks like there's more. And sometimes feeling full is just about deceiving the mind's eye. So we have some cucumbers here. And okay, we are not going to use those cucumbers because sadly these two have been in here. Let's see, it says eat and wash before. Does it have a date on it? It does not say, but when I touched these were all slimy, and as I open them, unfortunately, you know, these are organic. They've got like sort of this white milky stuff on them, so probably not good for me to eat. I guess this is becoming more of a lesson in don't waste your food, eat it soon enough. But we do have some other foods that are not going to go to waste. Some rainbow colored tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and these are also organic. So the thing with organics, you really do have to eat them within a few days of purchase. Some last more than others. From my CSA, you know, I kind of am spoiled. When I belong to a community-supported agriculture farm, you buy into a share, and so you just get a big variety of vegetables, and the flavors there were wonderful, but also the produce would last at least a week, sometimes two. So what I'm demonstrating here for you is the food processor or food cutter. So we're going to take the carrot and just throw it in here, and you can cut it lengthwise, you can cut it horizontally, and I actually dug this one out of the garage. It was a more lightweight one that I have. You can put the cover on like that, just make sure that the plastic doesn't get processed as well. So these carrots I just bought, so they're reasonably fresh. And it's just a good way to get carrots into your diet. I also keep some fresh hummus on hand that I make from scratch, as well as we have store-bought hummus, but it seems like it's so hard to find store-bought hummus that doesn't have a lot of fat in it. So, you know, it's just this easy. It doesn't have to be complicated. I bought a couple of salad dressings here, and I think I'm gonna try, this looks like almost a Russian tomato-based one. And we'll use the knife to flip it open. And this one has only 1.5 grams of fat, not much sodium, and only 3 grams of sugars. So really make sure you're reading your ingredients, because that's just so important. And this says plant-based all over it. And yes, it looks very much like a Russian tomato-based dressing. And just grabbing a fork, and there you have it. Yum, yum. And you know, you can throw some beans, you can throw some prepared grains on this. The dressing is very good. All right, see you in the next one. Gotta run. And if you like this, like and subscribe, please. We'll send you more food your way.